Hi everybody, here's a short video about what you need to start brush lettering as a beginner. So first thing, you need paper. In front of me I have some really smooth, and the paper has to be very smooth, not regular copy paper. This is LaserJet, heavyweight LaserJet printer. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the most popular options that a lot of people use. And here is the LaserJet paper. This is the HP Premium Choice. There's different weights. I know if you're in a different country, you won't have pounds, you might have this, but 32 pounds. If it's 28, it's not as smooth. So this is your cheapest option, and I will put links below where you can find them. Another very popular option for paper are Rhodia pads. And so Rhodia pads come in lined, blank, dot, and grid. I recommend the beginners use the grid or the dots. Now I have a hard time seeing the dots and following for a baseline, so I actually would draw with my ruler lines on the dots, but lots of people enjoy the dots. And the grid, like I said, you don't have to draw lines, but again, if you get confused visually, then you can draw lines with a pencil or with a marker. Now, you see there's two sizes. There's a couple of sizes of the Rhodia pads. There's even a smaller one than this. I don't know if it's evident how big it is, but here's a pencil. So this is the smaller size. It's probably, I don't know, 6 by 8. It is too small to practice. You can throw it in your bag, but for practicing, I do recommend the larger size, which is this one here. And this is, I think, 11 by, I don't know, 9 by 12. Anyway, it has binding at the top. I don't use a spiral because I think it's important for a beginner to actually remove the sheets. So when you are working, you want a single sheet of paper, and these have beautiful micro perforations so you don't wrinkle your paper. You pull it out. Take it out of the pad. Do not write on the pad. Why? Because you want a flat surface for your arm to glide on and not glitch on that edge of the paper pad that's there. So, larger Rhodia pad or calligraphy pad you can find in an art supply store or online. And another popular option, which is blank, is the Canson marker paper. This is slightly translucent. It means you can see through it a little bit. So actually with my worksheets, it comes in handy, but again, it's very smooth and will treat your brush tips well. And why do you need smooth paper is because you want your markers not to, you want your markers to glide over the paper and not fray. So if you can see here, the marker is gliding very nicely. But the challenge here is, again, you do not have lines. So you will have to draw lines or place a line under your single sheet of paper flat on your table. All right, so that's your 3 choices of paper. And this paper in particular, I'm just going to take this out. My pen was really juicy, so I don't want it to. Pulls out very nicely. This Canson paper, marker paper, is actually at many big box craft stores like Michael's and also online at Amazon. And again, this is a 9" by 12". Take your paper out, put it flat on the table. All right, let's take a look at brush pens. Basically, there's 2 sizes. And you've seen this in my other videos, a small brush tip and the large brush tips. So let me just get these out. I lost track of them here. There are a variety, and you can watch my other videos to find out, but basically you need a brush pen. So the 2 most popular brush pens that you can get for the small brush tip is the Tombow Fudenosuke's and the Pentel Sign brush tips. And again, this is in my other video where I recommend pens. So I'll just write with this one and write the word small my kind of a looser style. So this is closer to your handwriting, a little bit larger. At least that's how I write. So these pens are great. Or you can go into a larger brush tip pen, and basically you'll be writing larger. The most common ones that I've seen on the market are the Sakura Koi and the Tombow brush pen. So these brush tips flex, and they, just like the small, the technique is the same. There you go. The technique is the same, so it's light stroke up, push down, light stroke up. Every time you go up, it's a light stroke. And again, I have videos about this to help you out. So these are the two most common brush pens. Something that is handy is the Sharpie brush pens. They are these two brush pens, the Sharpie brush marker and the stained. I recommend the stained because it is a little bit easier to handle. It doesn't bleed through, and it doesn't smell. So if you want to get it in North America, it is at Staples, but it is a nice pen for beginners because it is fairly stiff, and so you can get really do your upstrokes more easily. All right, there you go. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you that about what you need to start, the brush pens, the smooth paper, and then last of all, you can use my practice worksheets, and they do help a lot with small and large brush pens. You trace them, there's drills. So always do your drills, and you can check out my other videos about the drills and about how to learn the alphabet. And you go push down like this. And there are also, of course, all the different sheets and the letters, both capital and small. So that's all I wanted to tell you. What do you need to start brush lettering? Your brush pen, your paper, and if you are interested in the worksheets, there are some free ones for you to try before you get a set to practice and trace and learn at your own leisure. So if you like this video, click like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll share lots more lettering tips with you in the future. Thank you for watching.